welcome to Midwestern University TV News Channel, where we bring you all the current updates of the political campaign. Tonight, for Decision 2008, we have one-on-one, hard-hitting interviews with each one of the political candidates where we bring America's topics to them. To bring you up to speed on the current positions of the political candidates, we have in the lead Dr. Dana Devine with 55% of the popular vote. Coming up a close second with 43% is the Hungarian hurricane, Laszlo Kerekson. The two latecomers to the race, Dr. Christopher Heasy and Dr. Thomas Broderick, both bring up the rear with 1% of the vote each. In these one-on-one interviews, we start off with Dr. Dana Devine, the frontrunner, and go to talk to her political campaign manager, Armidi Raboni. We then speak with former political campaign manager, Dr. Gerald Call, who's no longer working for Dr. Laszlo Kerekson. And finally, we speak with the legend himself, Dr. Kerekson. We'd like to remind our viewers that none of the responses they are about to see were scripted. And according to many reports from Midwestern University, nothing they are about to see ever happened.
Dr. Devine, seems as though your campaign has really jumped into this race feet first. How would you say that your campaign team is handling the rigors of this race?
They always exceed my expectations, and I have high expectations.
What do you see as the secret formula for your recent successes in the polls?
Oh, you need a mixture of people, so a mixture of different personality styles and such to make a group work. Somebody has to be the politician, somebody has to be the thinker, etc.
A lot has been said about your competition, Dr. Kerekson. Specifically, he's been described as the ideal political candidate because he's the epitome of what a president should be. How would you describe him?
Definitely not the politician.
So it seems as though you don't believe that Dr. Kerekson is a worthy opponent. Was there a particular experience that reduced him from healthy competition to political laughingstock?
You know, there's one every few weeks, so it's hard to name one.
So no particular event where he committed political suicide?
Again, there are too many of them.
Anyone? Well, now, what if you had to switch positions with Dr. Kerekson, take his campaign over yours? What would you do?
Oh, that's too embarrassing.
You've had some recent trouble recently on the campaign stump, saying some things that perhaps you shouldn't have said, making some constituents angry. Any one moment that seems to have been particularly damaging to your platform?
Oh, I put my foot in my mouth regularly. It's hard to remember one.
Now, I've heard from the Kerekson camp that this is no new occurrence for you. You've had a history of malfeasance in the past. Any comment on these accusations?
I was a troubled grade school student, let's just put it that way. In trouble rather regularly.
Now, if you only had 4 words to describe what makes you the ideal candidate for Commander-in-Chief, what would those be?
I slice meat well.
Wait, I'm sorry, could you repeat those for me?
Oh, I'm real good at slicing meat.
Now, our video editing staff usually has a horrible time piecing together these interviews, making sure that they represent our candidates. Most often, we completely misrepresent our candidates and their platforms. Is that a problem for you?
No, not really. Just, you can do what you wish.
Well, again, I thank you for your time, Dr. Devine. I know the demands on your time are extremely rigorous, especially at this crucial period in the campaign. And I'm sure that all of our viewers at home are very grateful for the time to get to know you. Any last words?
Oh, I'm real good at slicing meat.
Indeed. Indeed you are. We appreciate you taking time to speak with us, Armidi. I imagine the life as Dr. Devine's campaign manager can be quite taxing for you.
Why are you asking me questions and filming and all that nonsense?
Whoa, Armidi, hey! We're just asking a couple of simple questions to you. Now, I guess that your response helps me understand why Dr. Kerekson's group has defined you as the bulldog of Dr. Devine's campaign. Any other reason why you feel they would brand you so harshly?
Well, many times I have opened my mouth and told them off, so I've done my job on my part, I think. If they felt any more worse about it, sorry.
But things have changed, haven't they?
Recently, it's not the same.
And you've been bothered by this, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
We've heard that Dr. Devine sat you down, gave you a stern talking to. That you were becoming a liability to her campaign. That you were a volcano of power ready to erupt at any moment. How do you respond to these claims?
No comment.
No comment? No comment? And yet you continue with your comments unchecked about anybody and everybody that stands within your path. I even heard you were making comments about my mother. My own mother! How do you respond to these claims?
You won't believe if I told you Liz Taylor. She's short, fat, and ugly like me. What the heck?
You know, that's enough, okay? That's enough! Don't you dare talk about my mother like that! Dorothy Mantooth is a saint! A saint, I tell you!